The first thing that comes to mind when I hear nuclear weapons is death, destruction, and a nuclear bomb erupting.
Japan, disarmament, holding a threat of genocide over people's heads.
It's just incredible destruction, in a sense, a weapon that gives human beings the ability to destroy ourselves, which is shocking, really.
Simple, like stupid, because I don't really see the sense in having nuclear weapons.
I think I'm hearing about them more and more as the election comes up, but that might be because I'm, talking to people who have those kind of concerns.
Different politicians are laying out their policies for us to see, and renewing of Trident has come more to the forefront in the debates.
Not too many people I talk to do open up the conversation of nuclear weapons, so I don't feel like it is something that I grapple with on a daily basis at all.
Normally when I hear about nuclear weapons on the news, it's more about other countries like Iran or something, and they're saying, oh, have they got nuclear weapons? And they're kind of not really talking about how Britain and America have so many, more about kind of scaremongering about other countries.
I haven't heard much about nuclear weapons, neither in my home country, which is Germany, nor here, so it's not really something that's been mentioned so far. I mean, I've heard about the discussions with Iran having nuclear weapons or not being allowed to have nuclear weapons. I'm not really entirely sure, but that's about it.
Do I feel safer with nuclear weapons? No. No, I mean, like I said, it's worrying and it's getting out of hand.
It's a very good question because obviously nuclear weapons, the destruction it can bring is just by default will make me fearful,
At most I'd say that I feel like we wouldn't get destroyed by another nuclear weapon unless we were then going to destroy them, so I don't know. That doesn't make me feel safe though.
I mean, without these weapons, you could have seen another ground war like a World War II already happen during the Cold War. That could have escalated to a hot war if it wasn't for those nuclear weapons.
I definitely don't feel safer knowing that Britain has nuclear weapons. In fact, I actually feel more worried because of accidents. You never know what can happen.
I mean, let's face it, it's humans that are operating these things. We're not perfect. And I'm sure they have good systems in place, but nothing is ever 100%.
No. No, I definitely don't think anyone should be allowed to have nuclear weapons.
I don't think they should be allowed, but I don't know what can be done to put those regulations on them, and the countries who have traditionally had the most power are the ones who are going to say to other countries that you can't have nuclear weapons even though they have them.
My personal opinion is that no, there's no... It might seem like a really strong opinion, but I don't see any valid reason to be allowed to kill that many people. And I think the whole argument that we're not going to use them, we're just going to have them, it doesn't make sense.
No, I don't think anyone should be allowed to have nuclear weapons. I think an indiscriminate weapon that will kill so many people and so many innocent people shouldn't be allowed. Shouldn't be allowed ever. I think it should be made illegal for any state to have nuclear weapons.
You can guess what I'm going to say. No. Basically, no.
If the decision was in my hands, not only would I get rid of Britain's nuclear weapons, but I would also play a strong part in encouraging other nuclear countries to disarm.
It's an incredibly huge amount of money that's being used to, potentially probably replace Trident or upkeep it. It could be, there's so many other issues that are more important, like social housing and education and the NHS and, well, literally any, you could pick out of anything.
I would create an industry out of dismantling nuclear weapons safely, which would bring more jobs to the economy. And with the amount of money we save from not having nuclear weapons, I'd invest it more into education and healthcare.
If it was up to me, I would make it so that everyone was having the conversation around whether they would like nuclear weapons. And make my decision based on on an actual informed debate around nuclear weapons.